I love Linux, but I also love open source software. It's not just that it's free, which is nice, it's that it respects my privacy and is free of bloat pushed onto us by big tech companies. So, what software am I using most in 2025? Let's take a look at my top open source apps I use on Linux. No list would be complete without Thunderbird, so I might as well start with it. I manage 6 email accounts, so it's probably one of the programs I use the most. I don't want to be switching between accounts in a web-based client like Gmail. Yes, I use Gmail, just not through the site, and Thunderbird manages my Gmail accounts quite well. It doesn't have the most modern UI in my opinion, but it gets the job done. It's not without flaws, but Thunderbird continues to be the king of the hill among email applications. Joplin is my go-to tool for capturing ideas, organizing notes, and writing content. I write on it, I take notes on it, I even keep my to-do list on it. To me, it's like combining Google Docs and Google Keep, but with much better integration. Most of the time, I write on an iPod Air 2 with a Bluetooth keyboard attached. It's just more convenient than a full laptop. The ability to sync securely with my Nextcloud server ensures that my thoughts are always accessible wherever I am, whether I'm scripting a video on my iPad or doing research on my phone. Its Markdown support, notebook system, and cross-platform availability make Joplin a powerful, distraction-free writing environment. That's why it's one of my favorite writing tools for Linux and a tool I use daily. There's also Chrome and Firefox plugins that let you grab web clippings to add to your notes. Nextcloud is the heart of my self-hosted ecosystem, enabling secure file storage, photo and video backup from my phone, and syncing my Joplin clients. I don't have an elaborate setup. I just have a mini PC with plenty of storage attached that lives in my basement. It empowers me to stay in control of my data while seamlessly integrating with other tools like Joplin and its own office tools. I can customize it to suit my needs, whether it's syncing videos, backing up files, or collaborating on new content. And honestly, it works so much better than Google Drive or OneDrive ever did. If anyone wants to get into self-hosting, Nextcloud is the place to start. Jellyfin, paired with FinApp and Jellyfin, transforms how I enjoy my media library. Jellyfin serves as a reliable open-source media server that streams movies, TV shows, and music to all my devices, like Plex without Plex being Plex. I kind of think Plex has kind of gone the route of trying to be a TMU version of Netflix. I love my music. I love having access to music that I own without gatekeepers. The music app FinApp makes it easy to access my music library on the go. When I buy a new CD, I rip it with Asunder on my PC, upload it to my server via Samba, and it's ready to go within minutes. Pop in my earbuds and I'm out the door with my new music in my pocket. And Jellyfin lets me enjoy music and TV shows on my computer. Or I can use Kodi on my TV. And much like Jellyfin, Audiobookshelf is a self-hosted media server and apps I use all the time. As the name suggests, it's a media server that specializes in audiobooks. I don't have a portable CD player, so I rip audiobooks to MP3, dump them onto my server, and I have all the convenience of Audible minus the monthly fee in my pocket. Audiobookshelf is a truly underrated open source project. GIMP remains my go-to tool for creating thumbnails, channel art, and customized graphics. It's not quite Photoshop, and that's okay. Lately, I've been using the GIMP 3 release candidate, and quite frankly, I love the upgrades, especially the non-destructive editing features. Honestly, there is no better alternative, although I do love Krita for drawing and painting. I can tackle everything from photo editing to advanced design tasks with ease. GIMP's power lies in its flexibility, enabling me to bring creative ideas to life without breaking the bank. I used to use DaVinci Resolve and I liked it, but it has one major flaw. It breaks a lot. There are ways to get around that, such as running it in DistroBox to isolate it from updates, but it's a hassle. Admittedly, it's overkill for my use case, so it's really not worth the fuss. Kaden Live has been a game changer for video editing on Linux. Its intuitive timeline-based workflow and support for a wide range of formats make it perfect for producing polished videos. I saw someone on Reddit say it was like Sony Vegas, and they're not wrong. And I've got to admit, it's become really stable as of late. Kaden Live has become a truly competent video editor. If you haven't tried it in a while, I highly suggest you check it out. Audacity is an essential part of my production toolkit. I'm recording this voiceover on it right now, and I'm editing this voiceover on it right now. I did try the digital audio workstation, or DAW, called Audiobooks for a while, but once again, it was overkill for my use case. Audacity is simple and straight to the point. Audiobooks really is an amazing piece of software, though. Audacity's simplicity and powerful features such as noise reduction and multi-track editing make it a joy to use. Even when I was using Adobe's offerings, I used Audacity instead of Audition because it was simply easier to use. It's not the most modern looking software on my PC, but it's certainly been one of the most consistent as far as interfaces go. I love retro games. I'm a full-fledged member of Gen X, and my taste in video games shows that. RetroArch continues to be a staple of retro gaming, blending nostalgia with modern convenience. Although I use it on my Retro 3 mobile device or on a mini PC connected to an old TV, I just don't get the same joy sitting in front of a modern laptop. Its broad emulator support make it the ultimate way to relive classics. It's a celebration of open source preservation and playability. Admittedly, the interface is kind of confusing for some at first, but once you get to know it, it becomes second nature. There's no denying that LLMs, or large language models, have changed the way many of us work. I spent quite a bit of time with ChatGPT, but honestly, it's kind of a pain in the butt at times. GPT for All lets me have that power without having to rely on OpenAI or connecting to the interwebs. I love that I can choose easily between several LLMs, but honestly, most of the time I choose Llama. It's an incredible tool for brainstorming, automating tasks, and exploring creative possibilities. Honestly, a lot of times I just end up using it to help me with a word I can't quite remember. GPT for All is a fairly recent discovery for me, so I'm sure in 2025 I'll find a lot more uses for it. Honestly, there are a lot of tools I use in Linux on a fairly consistent basis. But these are my big picks, and certainly the ones I'll be using well into 2025. How about you? What apps are you using the most? Let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for a better tool. And as always, I'll catch you next time.